So why Luigi Mangioni killed the CEO? Well, in today's video, I'm gonna go through all the elements and what are the connections that make this possible. And when you visit his profile on Twitter, you find some clues that we will explore. What is the relationship of all these three pictures of Luigi? Well, let's start with number one. Proverbs 28:6. It says, better to be poor and walk in integrity than rich and crook in one's ways. So why this proverb? Check 28:6. And let's start connecting things. The Pokemon that is officially on Luigi's profile on Twitter is this Pokemon. Is the Pokemon number 286. Incredible. What is the relationship between this Pokemon all the other things? Well, let's go through it. Luigi Mangioni was detained 286 miles away from the scene of the shooting. Imagine that. Is that just a coincidence? Or we can have any other implications for the number 286? If we check what he bought at the McDonald's, he bought a black coffee and the total cost was 286 with taxes. Is this a conspiracy theory or could we have more elements? Well, when we search more about Luigi Mangioni's life and we go to his Spotify list, how many followers from the time that we did this research? 286 followers. Remember the proverb at the beginning. What is the relationship between Luigi's thought and the killing of the CEO? Well, if we check where Luigi Nicolas Mangioni once lived, check the last three digits of his postcode, 286. Now this is getting creepy. Now, how is that possible? What is the connection? Well, let's go to Nino Mangioni, family member, and look this. He was just following 286 people. What is the relationship with Luigi? Well, he's a family member, and when you go to his Twitter, you will see that the family has made an announcement. But when you check the results of the House of Delegates when he won, I want you to focus on this element. Look the percentage that he got from the electorate on District 42B. 28.6%. And I'm just picking some random numbers? Or this is true? Well, check what happens in June 28th. US insurance is one of those things that we forget until we need it. Well, the National Insurance Awareness Day. Very interesting, because this is related to one of the largest US companies that manage life insurance. So, what is the denial code 286? And this is applied to all these elements. Is when the appeal time limits for a healthcare claim are not met. Imagine this. So this denial code 286 has something to do with the killing of the CEO, and Luigi being captured is allegedly accused of the assassination of the United Healthcare CEO. Well, let's go back to his profile and let's understand, just check the number of posts that he had. Just look in the upper side. 286 posts. Are we in an M. Night Shyamalan movie? Are we breaking the matrix? Or are we in the reality? So stay in this video and I will explain the meaning of 286 and how that relates. I'm also going to explain about the finances of the company and about the books that Luigi is reading. or has read. Let's go to his influences. Well, he has been influenced a lot by a lot of tech people, and especially Huberman. But his latest post about Huberman was related to mental health. And when I went back and analyzed all of his 286 posts on Twitter, on X, what I found is that he talked from one side about technology, but in the other about mental health. And one of the retweets that he had was about this book from Jonathan Haidt called The Anxious Generation, which is like how smartphones, how algorithms have transformed our society. Maybe you're watching this from your mobile, maybe you're watching this from your TV. And if you're watching this, please subscribe so you can follow more analysis on finances, investment, and the reality that goes around us. Because this book talks about how the algorithms that were created make people addicted, but also affect our healthcare, but affect our minds. And that's the reason we talk about mental illnesses. So, this is Luigi answering to one of the tweets from Max. And you don't believe depression has a genetic component? Is asking Luigi. The issue with this guy is that he's discounting nurture so hard he's voluntarily ending his own bloodline. So when someone on Twitter was talking about these elements of depression, he got very personal. Could those be the elements that drove him? Well, this is another tweet that he had. He's really a big fan of Tim Urban. And unfortunately, someone was killed, the CEO. So let's go back and try to unveil what happened. And a lot of people are sharing possible manifestos, like this is the real one, this is the real one. No, we haven't seen a manifesto yet. But when we check about United Healthcare, it's one of the most important companies in the US. You check the revenues, more than $370 billion per year. And the United Healthcare business unit is $281 billion per year. So it's massive. But what have been the complaints that people have get about the United Healthcare? Well, that they said that they use algorithms to deny treatment and refuse coverage for necessary medical care. Those are people talking about these elements. And when you go about the denials increased from 10.9% in 2020 to 22.7% in 2022. And these all data from Perplexity. For example, skilled nursing claims were 9 times higher compared to 2019. And ACA claims also have increased. Now, a lot of people have said that this company has 32% overall claim denial rate. However, the data is showing that comes from an analysis of in-network marketplace data. So it's not precise, that information. However, when we see United Healthcare, well, the price of the stock, look, it's has moved a lot this year. But it's a massive company, almost $500 billion. And I just want to leave with the 286 number that we talked at the beginning. The words deny, defend, and depose were found in the bullets in the crime scene. Well, that comes from a book from Jay Feynman. That is why insurance companies don't pay claims and what you can do about it. Is everything related with Luigi? What happened to his mind? We will not know for sure until we have the trial. Thank you.